Breeze Airways may have started life as an Embraer operator, but it's just waiting for its real fleet to begin building up. The airline is set to operate the world's largest fleet of A320-300s and is eyeing a range increase to open up even more city pair opportunities. David Neeleman, the airline CEO, explained why this is the perfect aircraft and why he's not interested in the Airbus A321XLR. With firm commitments in place for 80 of the larger A220 variant, Breeze Airways is set to be the world's biggest operator of the A220-300. That puts the airline 10 planes ahead of the next biggest committer, JetBlue. Delta will still best Breeze to be the largest overall operator, as its combined orders for the Dash 300 and the Dash 100 total 95 aircraft at present. Although Breeze only took delivery of its first A220 last month and won't start flying the type until the spring of next year, CEO David Neeleman is already thinking about its future potential. Speaking to Simple Flying, he noted that he's in talks with Airbus to install auxiliary fuel tanks on his airline's future A220s to give it a boost in range. With Airbus already developing aux tanks for the ACJ220, Neeleman doesn't think it would be too much of a stretch to have that technology certified for the Dash 300, boosting the range from its present 3,400 nautical miles to a continent-hopping 4,000 nautical miles. He also noted that Breeze wouldn't consider the A220-100 as the seating capacity would be too small. If range and capacity are the goals of Breeze, you'd think the airline would consider the A321XLR for its future fleet needs. However, Neeleman doesn't think that's the way the airline will go.
No, I think 4,000 miles for us is good, and I think we'll leave the other airlines to operate that, and we'll operate our little fleet.
At 4,000 miles, Breeze could start linking its established secondary cities in the US with various European and Central American destinations. Sticking to his playbook of finding unserved and underserved connections, Breeze would monopolize these routes, providing convenient direct connections to residents on both sides of the route. The caveat here is that the demand for such routes will almost certainly be lower than some of the more established routes to major cities. However, the A220-300 is the perfect size for that, and Neeleman says it's also more economical too.
Even with our plane, I would suspect that our trip costs are probably 25 to 30% lower on the 220 than the 321XLR. And that opens up an exponential number of routes.
Neeleman has done a great job of identifying and launching services on otherwise unserved routes. With low trip costs, the planes don't need to be bursting at the seams for the service to be profitable. That's something he intends to exploit with a premium-heavy configuration on the A220 for longer-haul routes. With the fleet makeup the way it is and the A220 set to continue delivering for many years to come, it's going to be a long time before Breeze runs out of opportunities. For Neeleman, this is further confirmation that a larger plane with longer legs like the XLR is just not necessary.
We have more than we can fly to. We don't need to get involved in what everyone else is doing.
What do you think about Neeleman's comments? Should Breeze stick to smaller aircraft? And will we see an A220-300 with auxiliary tanks in the near future? Let us know by leaving a comment. In addition to our daily YouTube videos, Simple Flying publishes over 150 articles and a podcast every week. If you're looking for the latest aviation news and insights, visit simpleflying.com. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe before you go.